Okay, the highlights from September 25th from the GreatStockPicks.com live trading chat room. My best call of the day was UNXL, and this is it just goes to show the power of that buy zone you hear me talking about. Unfortunately, UNXL gaps up, and I already added it to the watch list in the pre-market because of the gap up, and it just did this. It's very, very tough. There's no point at which you don't feel like you're chasing. A break of the 2-minute high would have been nice, and that would have made sense using my rules, but I didn't get it. So then look at this. As it's unfolding, there's no point in here which you don't feel like you're chasing. Maybe this little flag here, but it just felt it was already up like $1.50. So anyway, I finally got the pullback to that buy zone. You hear me talk about it in a lot of my videos. Between the blue and red line there, this is the area where I look for a crazy strong stock to turn back up. Went ahead and called UNXL long at 1861 with an 1839 stop. See it triggered right there, and doesn't look like much, but it went all the way up to 1940. So almost an 80-cent move from that buy zone. It's a very powerful thing. Zozo, one of our all-stars, called TSL just over $12. He called it a 1201 stop, 16 cents below at 11.85. And look at that. It went straight to 13. What a great call by Zozo. I did call a couple trades in SCTY. This thing was mean, though. But I called it right over this candle, and it gave me like 15 cents. Then I called it again right about here, and we got to push through the high of the day. I actually sold most a nickel from the high of the day. Now I was keeping some for the big move, and guess what? It reversed again. So one of our astute members actually shorted this when it broke 35 right down here, and made a nice short there. Because it was a solar that couldn't get going, so obviously something's weighing on that. But I was green in Solar City, but it definitely wasn't acting right. AGO, I gave a short idea below this red candle here. It had that upside shape up into resistance. So anyway, it dropped down, I don't know, 30 or 40 cents from there. GCI, gave a short idea up in this area right in here. Didn't give a trigger and stop though, but it gave a nice short. I actually shorted that one, but I didn't have a trigger and stop. And then I gave a long call right about there, and it made a nice little bounce from there as well. But overall, my best trades where UNXL and Zozo's TSL was fantastic. TTWO, Take Two Interactive. I also pointed out this flag right here to our chat room. Over this flag, you had a resistance right here, and then the possible high of day break. And look at that flag break, and next thing you know, right through the high of the day. So easy money trading that there if anyone took that flag break. And that's it. It wasn't that eventful, but still had a very nice day. So not a lot of lessons from today's trading other than put those strong stocks on watch, put a 20 and an 8 period moving average, and when you get that pullback, look for a turn between those two moving averages, and you can get a nice secondary trade without ever feeling like you're chasing. So that's it for the day. Have a great night. We'll talk to you tomorrow.